Hello everybody, this is Bobby Mills for theindependent.com with another version of Endzone Online with Wood River High School with Jeff Ashby, head coach of the Wood River-Shelton Silverbacks. How are you, Coach?
Hey, not too bad.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for having me over.
You bet.
I'm thankful to be anywhere right now, man. I missed all this good stuff.
Yeah.
So, as we all know, good news, bad news for this bunch here. Brand new program, the excitement merging together, and then the old COVID thing comes along. So, did it really put a kibosh on anything you could do in the spring?
Yeah.
As far as even meeting?
Yeah, pretty much it did, because we want to stay, away from each other, like
Sure.
we're supposed to, and things like that. So we were planning on going to a football camp,
Sure.
so we get to know each other and what, positions, find out what positions they
Sure.
fit in best at, and things like that. Do some 7-on-7 stuff, and so we didn't really get to do any of that, and so yeah, it's kind of behind 8 ball. So you spend a couple weeks here in preseason trying to figure out where guys fit in.
Oh, boy.
Where you'd like to have that done in June.
I know.
And then just hit the ground running here in August. So we're a little behind 8 ball, but
Too bad you're not a small class C2 team or whatever, but that doesn't spare you from, we'll talk about the schedule later and scold some, no. So how many kids are out for football here?
we have 36 total.
Okay.
Right now. So we were hoping between 45 to 48. We had kind of planned on, so we had some decide they didn't want to play this year. So I kind of, in C1, I want to have about 45 to 50, and,
Yep.
and we only have about 36, so we're kind of shy there. But,
Yeah.
But it's really helped our practices. We got a lot of competition going on right now in practice, and
Good.
it's going to give us a chance to play all our JV games and not have to cancel JV games. And it gives Shelton a chance to have JV games because they haven't had any for quite a while.
I know.
And so you want those young guys to get a chance to play some football.
So how many kids came over from Shelton to join your?
11. We have 11 that come over and play. So that's helped us a lot, and we've probably got 5 that are going to see a lot of time.
Good.
A lot of time, starters and things like that. So yeah, it's helped us.
Do you think there's that much of of course you would know, that much of a difficult transition from the 8-man game to the 11-man game for kids? Maybe it depends on the position, I don't know.
Well, position-wise, it would make some difference, learning, the different reads and,
Yeah, well,
and
sure.
things like that, and alignments, because you got a lot more people out there on the field as far as that. But it still comes down to athletic ability. If you got athletic ability in 8-man, you got athletic ability in 11-man. So that doesn't change. It's just trying to learn the systems and things like that, and playing quarterback.
Well, that's it.
Seeing more people out on the field versus 8-man. So those things you got to get used to.
Sure. Who's on your coaching staff, and did anybody come over from Shelton this year?
Yeah, we have the same coaching staff at Wood River. There's myself, Coach Benny, a longtime head coach at Oakland Craig, and so he's our defensive coordinator. Then we have Austin Rush Camp and Phil Smith. Then we're all from Wood River. Then coming over from Shelton was Ryan Province, who was their head football coach. He had just taken over there last year as their head football coach. And then there's Ed Lowe. Yeah, Ed's a longtime football coach too, and he's retired from teaching, but he still loves to coach football. So we wanted him to come along.
Oh heavens, yes!
So the more experience, the better.
That's right. Yeah,
keep me in line that way.
Well, he's been around, man. Yeah, you'll need that's. And how long have you guys been together here at Wood River since you got here? As far as that coaching staff?
Yeah, the Wood River coaching staff. Yep, since I've been here.
Well, that's what you want, man.
The continuity is nice, and we were just talking the other night that we haven't made as much progress as we'd liked, but we've made progress.
Good.
We can see it out on the field. We can see it in attitudes and things like that. We just, just like anybody else, we want it to be faster.
Oh, I know.
So,
it takes a while to build. So, were you happy, or were you just this is the way it goes as far as being in shape? The kids reporting in shape. I mean, halfway in shape. So some of them probably got tired of being cooped up and ran. I mean, what are you gonna?
Well, we started June 1st with our strength and conditioning, and so we ran during that time, and so obviously it took all all morning to do it because at the beginning, we could only have 10 at a time.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then
too.
in July, when we moved into the other phase, then we got to have 25 at a time. So that pretty much that was all our guys.
Sure.
So we kind of got back to some normalcy there in July, but no, we've been sprinting ever since June. So.
Did they report into June in any kind of shape? I
Oh,
don't know.
they weren't bad.
That's what I'm hearing,
Yeah, they weren't bad at all.
But you don't do like I did. The Platte River was dry almost all 3 years when I was in high school. I went out and ran with the weights on my legs in the dry river. I'll be in shape for football. No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
You got to sprint.
You're never in shape. It doesn't matter whether it's football and you think you're in shape after football season, you go to basketball, you're not in basketball.
Nope.
It all changes.
So, how's practice been going? You said pretty good?
Pretty good. Been pretty hot here this week, so that's taking a toll on us, I think.
Oh, yeah.
The way we're concentrating and things like that. And so, but as far as the practices, I mean, we hit the ground running in practice. Kids are getting along great together. They're fitting in. Like I said, we're trying to piece the puzzle together right now and moving people around, so we don't have a lot of continuity, but probably starting today, we're going to kind of settle down and get ready for Kearney Catholic.
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you open with? Well, that answers that, but it's never the kids. It doesn't seem like with something like this. It's always the parents that. But there's never. I don't know. Maybe there's more animosity between these two towns than I thought. Shelton Gibbon would probably not go, but again, they're 8-man and 11-man for so many different years. Gibbon 11, Shelton. So is there a rivalry there anymore?
I don't think so. Like I said, us and Gibbon are rivalries.
Well, yeah,
we don't play each other anymore.
No.
But Shelton,
They
not
just-
really a rivalry, So it's gone really well for us, and I think their kids are really enjoying playing 11-man football.
Oh,
They're
good.
getting out there, and just a lot more guys to practice with.
Yeah.
Just think of them being on their own and trying to practice with 11 guys or 12 guys if they would have got extra guy out or
Right.
something. But but they, like I said, it looked like they're enjoying themselves.
Good. Were you ever in that situation at Geltner where you couldn't scrimmage? I don't remember. I don't think you ever
No,
were,
while I
were you?
was there. I think they're struggling a little bit right now, with numbers. Now I think their numbers are going back up, which I knew they would about now. They got a really good freshman class coming in,
Good.
so they should be okay.
I like that kid over there. He's a great interviewer and a good coach. I just hope he has success this year, but he's getting there. Weight room attendance, pretty good?
Really good.
Good.
For us and Shelton. Now, as far as the weight room, they just lifted in Shelton all summer.
Sure.
We stayed here because I didn't, there was no reason to drive
Well, no.
extra miles, put extra miles in your car, extra gas.
Sure.
When you got your own weight room where
Yeah.
you're at. So that to me, that was not a huge deal.
And then
I'd run over there, once a week, check it out and,
Good.
and stuff. So no,
Good.
that went pretty well.
you had their regime, whatever you wanted them to do, right?
They have a strength coach over there that takes care of all that. So they do their
Right.
thing, we do our thing, and
Hey.
like we discuss it. At this age, as long as those kids are lifting weights, they're getting stronger. It doesn't really matter what program you're using.
There you go, man. This guy, I don't know. So, do you know basically what your offense is going to look like then? Maybe will it look like it did in the past, as far as the same kind of formations, or are you good? I don't know how. It's pretty tough to change in the middle of all of a sudden we're going to be a passing team.
Yeah. No, we'll probably do similar stuff that we've always done. Last year we had to change a little bit
Sure.
and go to pretty much a run-oriented only football team.
That'd suit me, boy.
No, kind of
Position's not established yet, though, so you don't know what your offense really,
Yeah.
as far as quarterback or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean our quarterback situation, right now is sitting. We have two decent quarterbacks
Good.
right now. Quinn Cheney coming from Shelton, and then Caleb Stewart here at Wood River. They both do different things well.
Oh, good.
So we're trying to match it up to see what gives us the best option with those two guys, but either way, those guys got to be on the field.
Sure. Oh yeah. Yep. And defensively, I suppose you got to go both ways, man.
Well, yeah, there will be some guys, but like I said, we have enough guys and good guys right now that we are going to be able to platoon some, so which will help us. And I think right now I would say our defense is our strong point.
Good.
I mean, the guys are really picked up their defense compared in years past. So I'm really excited for that side of the ball. But like I said, we got a lot of work to do on the offensive side of the ball because we got all underclassmen.
Oh, I see.
On linemen, we got freshmen playing a little bit and,
Sure.
and things like that. So that's going to take some time. But defensive, our guys are playing well.
They can't score on you, they can't beat you.
That's right.
Tell me about the logo. Everybody wants to know about the logo. Who was in on that?
Well,
That was cool. It's a cool logo. I wish I had one in front of me, but everybody's seen it.
Yeah, I mean, we just sent it out to the boys. Said, okay, give us your favorite logo that you
Really?
want to see. And we just put them in a pile and then made a sheet. And we said, okay, vote on, prioritize the top, 3. And so they numbered them. And Silverbacks, I believe it came down to Silverbacks and Cowboys.
Well, where did they see a silverback?
One of the boys from Shelton came up with the Silverbacks, and then once we got it down to the 2, then it was pretty much almost a unanimous decision on Silverbacks. So the black and silver, we get that on Coach Province. He's a big Oakland Raiders fan, so we got kind of the emblem of the Oakland Raiders with the silverback. So yeah.
Will your uniforms look like the Raiders?
Not quite like those, but
will you play like the Raiders?
yeah, that'd be nice. If we get a little nasty to us, that'd be nice.
What's your district look like? I forgot. Is Kearney Catholic a district game or not?
No.
Okay. Oh no, they put them all at the end of the season. Now what am I thinking about?
Yeah.
So, who's in your district? I've forgotten.
We got St. Paul,
Central
Central City,
Adams Central,
Central, us, and Fillmore Central.
and then Fillmore Central. You think about them; they're improving. 1,000-yard rusher. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Did you send a letter to the NSAA saying, "What did I do?"
No.
You remember me? I was always a good guy. I should be going into the Hall of Fame here. Yeah.
We get, I always look at the bright points of a schedule.
Me too.
So I'm just thankful that Aurora moved back up to B.
That's a good way to look at it.
That might not have been so pleasant.
Oh, well, anyway, it's tough enough. So, and your overall schedule, how kind were they there? Well, obviously not the opener, but
Everybody's got 2 or 3. What you'd
C1.
say really good football teams on their schedule, and then all the other ones, I think are pretty competitive. So you got number 1 St. Paul, number 2 Kearney Catholic, I think number 6 or 7, whatever Adams Central is. But I watched Adams Central's second team last year against Pierce towards the end of the game, and they're pretty good.
They are.
The guys that came in. So yeah, it's going to be a tough battle. C1 is going to be pretty tough.
But C2 is no longer a red-haired stepchild either, because how competitive is that? Gee, Christmas. But anyway, how long would you say it takes to build a team like C1 or whatever, where you don't have to rebuild, you just reload because you've got so many kids buying into your program?
Well,
Giltner, that had to be not very long, did it?
yeah. Well, the thing is, once you start winning, if you can have that winning culture, then more kids want to play and get involved and things. I think the one thing that we stepped forward last year was we got a 5th and 6th grade tackle football team started.
Good.
Played over in Grand Island. And so you've got to get those kids at that age. By the time they're sophomores, if they're not playing, they're probably not going to play. But if you can get them interested at that lower level, and then it's got to start from the ground up. And culture is the big thing you got to change. You got to get to the point where you love to play the game of football.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to get changed here.
Well, it would be no problem for us, but because we love to play. But yeah, that is tackles is 5th grade. Is any younger than that's too young for tackle?
So our 3rd and 4th graders go to Donovan for their flag football league. So we get them starting playing some football, So and now we're trying to get a 1st and 2nd grade team to go over there too as well, play a little flag football. So yeah, we're starting, like I said, we're starting from the ground up. We're trying to get that going and get kids interested. And so like you said, the turnover rate, they keep coming up, they go in. Now they know when they get to junior high football, they've already done 5th and 6th grade, so they got an idea what to do. So you're not so lost when they come into 7th graders. And so that it all helps a little bit, you know, just from learning how to put pads on correctly to, you know, and things.
That's
like
not
that.
funny.
So it's not either, you know.
No.
We've had kids. I remember a senior put his shoulder pads on backwards all year till about the 2 games left in the season. We kind of asked him what he's doing. And he told us we've done this all year.
You've done this all year. Well, it's just like the Omaha public school system. For years, you didn't play football until 9th grade, when it, you know,
Right.
and that was junior high then. But you know, they didn't know how to put pads on unless you had the money to play that midget football. Back in the day, they didn't know anything about it, and that's how important that lower program is, like you're doing now.
Yeah, it's huge. And then, like I said, coming together, it allows us to play JV games. But these young freshmen or sophomores that don't get in the game and see what a real game is like, you know, how do you know? You know, you can't keep reloading, you know, because here they got to kind of start from scratch, you know. Because just like every other coach, you're scrambling to get everything in during practice time, and you got to give your varsity guys most of the time. So, but yeah, I think we're heading in the right direction.
Good. It looks like it to me. Even last year, talking to you before this thing. So is this thing finally? Do you think this thing is this a 2-year cycle, or does this look like we could be in for the long run for River-Shelton?
Well, you know, we're expecting the long run. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of why we looked at it, you know, as a long run deal, because that's just kind of the way the state's going.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, you know, a lot of small schools going together, and like I said, you know, it just creates a lot more fun. And it's a lot more fun to coach with more kids.
Well,
and,
sure it is.
Where you got competition in practice, and you not have to worry about, you know, somebody gets hurt. You know, now we got somebody else that can step in, and then when you scrimmage, you know, you're going against other good people, not against freshmen and things like that. So, yeah, it's overall it's a good deal. I hope it's not a Osceola High Plains deal. It's a 2-year deal and then you're done. But I don't think so. I think we're getting along really well, and I think it works out.
I hope it does, because
it works out for us.
it's just everything we've talked about is kids getting to play, get to experience it. It might not be Friday night lights, but it's game time. And that means everything. So, gosh, I hope things go well.
Yeah.
You've got enough kids to where if you get a few injuries, you can still plug some people in maybe. And
still play JV.
Yeah.
Because you don't only affect your own kids by not getting to play, you affect the team that you had to cancel against.
Yes.
So their kids don't get to play.
Right.
So it's a domino effect.
it is. You don't want that to happen. So I like these co-ops. Some of the adults don't. I think they eventually do. But it's all for the good of the kids, and that's what the game's about, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what it's about.
Think we'll get through this season?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think
We're doing it right. We're wearing the mask when we walk in, and what the heck, man? I think everything's going to turn out fine. So now, if we can get the Silverbacks to get some wins, we'll be doing good.
That'd be good for me.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
All right.
Jeff Ashby.
Thank you.
Wood River-Shelton coach. We're so happy to be here and to thank him. So until next time, Endzone Online, Carissa behind the camera, Bobby Mills will catch you on the run.